Now let's do number 6, which is a little bit more complicated because we have a larger denominator. We're going to start out the same way. We know that f of x is the same as y. So here's our equation. We know that we need to swap x and y around. And then we're going to solve for y here. So we need to get this y alone. But first, we have to get it out of the denominator. So we are going to multiply by that entire denominator on both sides. All right, so that cancels over here on the right side. And we're going to get x times the y plus 3, which we do actually want to go ahead and multiply out because we want to separate that y and the plus 3. So we're going to get xy plus 3x equals 2. When you multiply this out, no matter what you have, you want to move only the terms with the y to one side. So that was step letter D here in number 3. So eliminate your parentheses. We did have to use the distributive property on this one. Now we're getting all the y's alone on one side, and we will factor out the y if there are multiple of them. There are not multiple on this one, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to have to move the 3x over. So minus the 3x. I'm going to come over here. All right, when I move that 3x, it's going to cancel on the left side, and I will have xy equal to 2 minus 3x. And then now I can divide by whatever y is being multiplied by. All right, if that's one thing, then I just go ahead and divide. If it was two things, I factor y out and then divide. All right, so that gets us y equal to 2 minus 3x over x. You could leave this like this and have it as one fraction in your answer, but a lot of the time you will see this broken up into 2. All right, so keep the first number over the x, and then that second half of our big fraction is going to reduce when we break it up. Right, those x's are going to cancel out because they're being multiplied by that 3 there in the numerator. So minus whole number 3, and then we get back to the type of function that we started with back in number 1. Okay, I want you to try number 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11 with a neighbor. Work with a neighbor to do those in the exact same way we did this. All right, if you get stuck, you're following these steps A through G in order to get the y by itself.